Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. We're at it for another day. I'm actually going to be loading up the body panels today. Some of the body panels. I'm going to load them up and we're going to get them out to Paintworks. Yesterday was an exciting day because we got the body out there. I told Derek not to work on it until I'm there, but I can tell you right now he's not one of those guys. He's a busy guy, so when he's got time, he's going to work on it. I would assume he's probably done something, but we're going to see if we can get the fenders out there, the rear quarters, and the door skins out there, so we can get them fit and finish as far as the sanding on the rear quarters go, and then we can get the door skins and the rear fenders molded to the car. So I'm not going to get all that done today, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to see if I can get that stuff out there and see what we can do about sanding down some of the bodies. So, as I said in the video back at the shop, when I was coming out to Paintworks, I told you that I was going to come out here and help and be here for the process. And I told you that Derek and Ryan are impatient and they were going to work on the car without me. I was almost willing to put money on it. So we just got out to the shop here, and sure enough, they've got this here. So they smoothed out underneath here. This is where we bent this out. They smoothed all this out and they bent this back out. We're going to fill in these holes here. This is where they slide hammered and pulled it all out. Then they've got this here all done. Now, we just went to touch to feel how smooth it is, and Derek almost took our head off because we're not allowed to touch it without gloves on. But I told you that he wasn't going to wait. I knew it. I almost guaranteed that these guys weren't going to wait until we got back out here. And yeah, like I said, it looks almost the same as what I did. I mean, I don't see any difference. I think it's basically the same. Oh, look at that. Touching it with no gloves on. Oh. Yeah, definitely a clean job, guys. This thing is going to look sick. Like I said, when the fender comes out here, fender's going to come out. We'll feather this right in. Unreal. This thing is just crazy. Listen, guys. So Derek just told me. He doesn't want to say it. He thinks that it's going to hurt my feelings. So you can see this side here. This is the other side that he's working on. And he's got it feathered right back, all the edges, all the way in. Now he had to do some hammering because where we welded on the outside here, it was a little bit beveled and it was sticking out further than the way the fender was going to sit on there. So he had to take a hammer and hammer that all back. And he says when he hammered that back, my body fill just fell out of the bottom. Now, I'm sure that he thinks that that's hurting my feelings. It's not really hurting my feelings because I knew that I didn't do the body work the way he was going to do the body work. That's why we brought it out here. So it doesn't hurt my feelings to know that my body fill fell out. That is what it is. But now we got professionals working on it. So like I say, this is stage one. This is him putting in, knocking it down and making sure that everything's smooth, feathering all the edges, making sure that everything's round and lined up. And then like I say, in here, all the fit and finish, making sure that everything's going to be perfect. So when it gets judged at a show, the judge has got nothing to complain about. And then this side here that we first came into, this is a final fill. Oh, I just touched it with no gloves on again. Look, now he's gonna have to, look at, straight to the acetone now. Look, he's gonna have to go get acetone now and wipe it down. But this is what it's gonna look like when we're done here. So the plan was to come out here this morning and make a video on doing this body work. But Impatient over here, he's already got it done. So now we get to walk around and talk about how my body fill just fell out of the car because, you know, I mean, I didn't really, I probably didn't use the right body fill. I'm sure he's using stuff that's worth a lot more than what I bought. And plus he's a professional and he knows what he's doing. So. Go ahead.
All right, this is an explanation of how a car has been painted by factory, and we can see this by the removal of the paint process here. The steps we can see is obviously we got raw metal to finished paint. In between here we have an acid etch, an etch base. From there we have what's called the E-coat, which is an actual coating that the car gets dipped into a bath and removed. It gets cured. On top of the E-coat we have a gray sealer that's generally underneath all you have dark and light sealers that are gray for light and dark colors. That sealer is generally one coat, it's baked, and on top of that we have our base coat color that's here. Two to three coats of that go on from the factory, and then on top of that, 2 coats of clear coat, which is this line, go on top of it, making roughly 1.7 to 2.2 mils of paint from the factory, cured as a dry film thickness.
And what thickness are we going to have in paint?
We're going to have double that. We should have 2.7 to 3.5 mils of paint when we're done, because the paint job we're doing is what's considered a high build film paint job.
Nice. So what you're doing there is you're trying to get this lip.
Yes.
You're trying to create this lip all the way along.
That's right. Before
Right,
the
so
putty hardens up really hard, and then we are not able to move it around the same.
This lip?
Because you can catch it right at the right time where you can shape it. And then as I just block sand it this way and block sand it in there, because it's structural, it's only going to go in to fill the highs and lows, and then we use our finishing product to go over top
So you
and create
cheated
shape.
this line is what you did there?
That's pretty much, yeah. Just so it's not there, and then underneath here.
See that?
I'm just going to cut that back.
Even though I told him, this is all covered up with a skirt. You're not going to see any of this. This is covered up with a skirt. But that's still not good enough for these guys. He's going to make sure that that line all the way across is exactly the way it came at a factory, so that it's there in case a judge gets out underneath the car that's going to be on bags. It's going to be sitting on the ground. God forbid he takes a mirror out and looks under there and sees it. It's got to be perfect. See this? I know this looks like it's been painted. This is still just in primer. This is Ryan. He's been water sanding this for the last hour.
Yeah.
So that's not even painted yet. That's just primer.
That's pizza.
And it looks better than most people's cars.
Let's take a peek in there. Want to make sure that we get this seam so when the panel joins up, we get a nice finish all the way around. Next step, pinhole filling, and then we're ready for body panel alignment and fitting. Text me this morning.
So listen, I just touched this with my hand. I rubbed it again. And again, I got jumped down my throat because I forgot that I'm not supposed to touch it with my hands. And then they brought up the fact that I've come in here before and I've eaten pizza. And apparently that is a huge no-no in a paint shop to eat pizza because the grease or something gets in the air and ruins everything. So yeah, I'll have to remember to not touch the body work with my fingers without gloves on. And note to anybody else, if you're in a body shop, don't eat pizza. Yeah, don't eat pizza before they're painting. Just looking through the House of Color paint book here. Trying to see if maybe there's a star next to some of these colors or something. Give us a hint of what's going to be done. You know, dry pearls. Holy! There's some bright colors. Jeez. These are real bright colors. Like candy. I love like the darks like that. Candy base. Solid urethanes. Oh yeah. I don't know if you guys can see it in the flake in some of these. I guess candies in some of them is blue. This turquoise color. Kind of a cool one.
Yes, we can. Especially like the hot tune speaker covers. We've painted a lot of hot tune speaker covers before. You just have to.
Yeah, see this? That's a real dark blue. Crazy candy over it. Ew. This is what Jay thinks we should paint. This is what Jay thinks we should paint the car. One of these ugly greens all the way up the side here. That's right. He's looking at me right now thinking, yep.
We're by appointment, but we're generally
Blue.
anytime between.
See, one of these turquoise, I think this would look like real nice on the car, something like this. I mean, the dark would look really sharp on the car too. There you go. I was just gonna say, you couldn't see the flake, and I don't know if you can see the flake in the video, but yeah, look at it. See this one up here? See these ones here, right? Yeah, Yeah, look at those.
It's 500.
Who's doing this one up here? Yeah, well that's purple. I didn't even know that's purple. It looks almost black without the light on it, you know what I mean? Out in the sun. Yeah, something down here. Wow, those are purple too. Geez, these all look like, take the light away. Look, these look like red, like dark red and burgundies without the light, and then he puts the light on it. And they're like purples and pinks.
Wow, it's just like magic, Daddy.
Listen, you want to paint the car green. Hulk green.
There you go, right here.
Yeah. Yeah, if it was up to Jay, yeah, exactly. If it was up to Jay, that's what we'd be painting the car with.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. It's not going to be an option. Let me assure you that that will not be an option for... Look at how heavy...
Number 7.
Look at how heavy these flakes are, though.
I went to this girl with high school. She was flakier than that.
That's not a bad flake, like in a green. I mean, you can still see a lot of...
No, I'll be here probably from 9 until about 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
You guys paint all these hats for them?
Like that one. Boom, look at that. That's sweet. So is that one. The blue, this blue and red are really nice.
Saturday morning to confirm, and we'll go from there.
Nice. Those are just metallic bases.
No problem.
Ooh, those are some pink. Nice bright pink, some colors. We were just showing
That's it. That's in my Here's a Color calendar.
right here, right? This or Derek. This is what we wanted.
That's John Cosme.
We decided that's the color we want right there, just like that. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Hey, it's a joke. We don't want emerald green fake. I'm just kidding. Jesus, you see that? I was joking around and said that's the color that we're gonna go with, this green one here. He's like, yep, got that in stock. No, I don't want that. That was a joke. Yeah. See this? All I was doing, guys, was just looking at some colors. Now these guys are making me drag it out in the sun because it looks different in the sun. Jeez. These goddamn artists are crazy.
What's it say right at the top there?
Yeah. Oh, it's true too. It does say that right there in the sun. View in sunlight. Huh. Oh, imagine that, guys. This guy knows what he's talking about. Oh wow, yeah, you can really see these are like purples and pinks. These aren't burgundies at all out there. Once you get out in the sun. See, I think like, I never thought about it before, but like one of these colors, like a turquoise color, look kind of alright. The dark blue. Sorry, blurple. I guess that's easy enough to figure out. Greens. Yeah. Cobalt blues. I don't know. He's got me out here looking at samples like I know what I'm doing. Won't tell me what colors we're going with, but okay, guys, everybody's busy doing something. I'm just gonna sneak into his cupboard here and see what kind of Jesus, look at the colors he's got in here. Look at me. I'm looking at these like I know what I'm looking at. I have no idea what these are. Look at this. Look at the crazy flakes that he's got.
All this illegal paint you got going on here, bud.
Oh,
What is
yeah.
that?
That's like a crazy flake. Look at that.
Go back to the back. Hope, who's
What's that one? Gold flake there. That's some heavy flake.
Rainbow.
That's some heavy flake.
That's Fat Man's.
This one is?
No.
Look at that. This one's some heavy flake, guys. That's crazy.
Is one of your neighbors having
Oh,
a
look
barbecue? I
at
smell
the
corn.
green. Yeah, look at this one here is unreal. Like I would never put that on a car, but the colors that are in it, insane. And then what's the difference? So this is a flake. This is
a ice pearl.
this is a flake. This is an ice pearl. Just a finer.
Much smaller version of it, and it's actually crushed glass. That's pigmented, so that it hides and flips and flops better than this flake. You'll always see it in the paint. This kind of disappears.
I want flake.
But then in the back, and these are candies, and these are colors, and these are striping enamels, and right to neons. Like they have neon. Where's the other neon? Oh, yeah.
Hard to believe this was the old room over here.
Holy, look at those colors.
Yeah,
This is what Buddy's bike's getting done in.
that's right.
The guy with the Busa?
The
The guy
CBR.
with the CBR.
Yeah, the
this
CBR
one,
wheels are matched.
we just did some rims in that there. That was really slick. Also done at Gorilla Coatings.
So they
Yeah,
have.
those are pretty bright. Guys, we're not
bright.
going to be picking bright colors like that. I just like snooping through people's cupboards and cabinets and seeing what's going on. These flakes are pretty crazy. Like I say, we'll get some pretty cool stuff for sure. And now I'm going to have to edit this out because Fat Man's swearing in the background again.
He's like, I'm fucking high as
Yeah, like I know, right?